Not like waiting as in I'm excited to see the movie, like waiting to review this movie because I've heard various people back and forth say that, oh, it's a good movie, or various people saying it's a bad movie. Well, I'm a Disney fan. I grew up with Disney. My dad worked for Disney as a chef. We used to get into Disney all the time. We still do. And I'm a big fan of the original Sleeping Beauty. I really am. I am. It's like one of my top 10 favorite Disney movies of all time. Even though I'll admit it's not very good as a story-wise, story point of view, etc. This one's even worse. My God, Maleficent sucks. It does. I'm not even kidding. There's no justifying it. The movie starts out with Maleficent falling in love with a human boy. She's apparently the protector of the fairies, or the Moors, as they're called. And pretty much when they grow up, they grow apart, and King Stephen is the one that he falls in love, but that he falls in love with her. And really, the new king, who's just a dick and wants to attack the Moors for no reason, just because he's a dick, and he fails his first attempt, so he tells a bunch of his right-hand men to, if you kill Maleficent and bring her body to me, you will be my worthy successor. So Stefan gets the idea. He pretty much drugs Maleficent and cuts off her wings. Why Maleficent has wings in this movie, I don't know why. And Maleficent's pissed, so bitches be tripping. It's Oz the Great and Powerful. I'm not even kidding. This movie is Oz the Great and Powerful as told by Maleficent. Why would you want to hear that? Anyways, it goes on as the rest of the Sleeping Beauty story goes. The problems I have with this movie are, one, this doesn't really need to be made in live action. It doesn't. I mean, really, you could have done anything with this story, and it wouldn't have made it any better. You could have done anything. Okay, there are a few things you could have done that would have made it slightly more tolerable. Like, okay, the three good fairies, again, from the original anime one, they're likable characters that you do like, and you want to see them raise this girl to when she's 16, so she can grow up and pretty much avoid the curse. And this one, they're fucking dumbass broad. If you thought the characters in Pain and Gain, the main characters in Pain and Gain were stupid, these broads are the biggest fucking airheads in the history of the planet. They never shut up. They are always constantly bickering with each other. They don't know how to do shit. They don't. They can't feed a baby. They can't feed a baby. Babies bounce, right? Ugh. Hang on a second. I need some angry juice. Okay. So, pretty much, Maleficent places the curse on Aurora, and the three bimbos, the three airhead sisters, take her into the cottage. She finds them right away. It's like 1 minute of screen time that they're in the cottage. She instantly finds them. And she's literally motherly figure to Aurora more than the three good fairies. Like, she protects her, she watches her, or she even feeds her, or because the fucking fairies are so goddamn stupid. Ah. Okay, and while all that's going on, while Maleficent's raising her, King Stefan, I'm sorry, this actor who plays King Stefan is just fucking he's a terrible actor. I don't know who they got, but they got to do this really, really thick Irish accent, and I'm going to kill Maleficent and all this shit. Ah! God, it becomes so bad, it's laughable at times. I laughed a couple of times when he's quietly in his little room, like staring at the wings like this, and trying to have a conversation with himself. Can't you see? Shh. Can't you see we're having a conversation? I laughed. So, anyways, okay. Maleficent raises her to when she's like 13, 15. She finds out, and Aurora thinks Maleficent is her fairy godmother. And, okay. So, pretty much, blah, 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 happy, happy, happy. Everything's good. Maleficent tries to take back the curse. Doesn't work. So, she pretty much goes... Aurora finds out about the curse, and that Maleficent did it, and she goes back to the kingdom, and King Stefan's crazy as fuck now, so yeah, she locks her in her room, she gets out, she pokes her finger, you know what happens. And Prince Philip is barely in this movie. Well, okay, he was kind of a throwaway character in the other one, like, he says a few lines, like, in the beginning, and then for the rest of the movie, does anybody notice that for, like, the rest of the animated Sleeping Beauty movie, that he doesn't say one line in the third act, ever. Not one. But at least he's doing stuff, at least he's swinging his sword, and just freaking killing a bunch of shit. In this one, he's in it for a total of possibly 8 minutes of screen time. I'm not even kidding. He pops up once to say hello to Aurora and all that, and then he goes riding off to King Stefan's. Then, oh god, then he goes to kiss her because she's under the curse now and she's in forever sleep now. So he goes to kiss her and that doesn't work. Why? Oh, because they met for 1 second. And so Maleficent goes to say sorry and apologizes and makes sure she's comfortable for the rest of her days. Kisses her on the forehead. She's back. What? No! Ugh! Then the movie goes into the climax, and it's really boring. Maleficent, you know the little raven that she has, like, around with her in the animated movie? It's his name's Deborah in this one. And she pretty much just changes him into anything she wants. She does none of the transformations herself. She does not turn into a dragon at the end. And that's all her freaking raven. That's it. That is it. And then King Stefan and her have a struggle. I don't say fight because struggle. They're flying through the air. He falls. And then, happily ever after, they unite the kingdoms and fall. Bullshit. Ah! look. There's one villain that everyone can recognize in Disney history, is Maleficent. Because though her motivations were not strong in the animated version, the ways she goes to get her revenge are freaking awesome. They're awesome. That's what a good villain does. She can freaking whip your ass in a second, zap you with lightning, and she's classy and despicable. Well, she can grow a forest of thorns or turn into a fire-breathing dragon to take care of business. That is Maleficent. Disney got that right back in the last 70 years, and Kingdom Hearts got that right. If any of you are Kingdom Hearts fans, and you know what I'm talking about. Kingdom Hearts 2 got that right. All these things got that right. But what does the Maleficent in this movie do considered as evil? Play little pranks on the fairies. Like, she makes it rain in their house, and she makes them pull their hair. What? God, this movie was a fucking waste of Disney's money. Not only that, this isn't the only live action adaptation we're getting. We're getting Cinderella, we're getting Beauty and the Beast. Why do we need to make all these? If anyone from Disney is watching this review, my God, why? Just why? There's no reason to. You're making money off of Marvel right now. Now your Disney movies are still selling on DVD. And you're raising your ticket prices like mad. Churros are $4. Ugh. If you guys were smart and not a bunch of freaking idiots, think you need to release a live action version of a story that doesn't need to be told by anybody, you would have realized, hey, maybe we should just re-release the animated Sleeping Beauty onto the movie theaters. Do you know how many little girls would drag their parents to go see that? Hell, I would go see that movie just for the last 10 minutes in the climax, because that climax is fucking awesome. I don't care what anybody says. So, my God, this movie, if there's a couple, I can think of a couple nice things to say about it. I mean, the effects look nice. They're decent. You can see all the fairies and stuff. It looks nice. And Angelina Jolie doesn't do a bad job. It's not necessarily her fault. I mean, she could play Maleficent if this was done right, and it wasn't. But all in all, no, I don't recommend this movie. If you're a Disney fan, and if you like Disney as much as I do, you won't see this movie. It is a freaking dull waste of time. There's no emotion in it. The characters are fucking, it's just a dull waste. It is a waste of money. Don't even bother going to see it. There's no point. There's literally no point to be making this film. None. So, and I get it. It's a fairy tale. It's not supposed to make much sense, but you know what? The original didn't make much sense either, and I enjoyed that film for what it is. This one is just dull. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. I mean, don't pick it up on DVD. Don't see it in the movie theaters. If you're like really the morbidly curious fan like I am, I'd say catch it on Netflix when it comes out and just throw food at it afterwards when you're done. Alright. I am going to take a break, and I'm going to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Michael Bay version.